All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. As you can see, car's not in the garage anymore. It's outside. The reason for that is we're gonna go for a little drive in a second. I actually already bled the brakes, but I didn't bleed the clutch, and that's because I just realized you need an 8mm to do that. And I don't have an 8mm, so I gotta go to the store and get an 8mm flare nut wrench so I can bleed the brakes. But here's what the engine bay looks like outside. And let's not forget that Koyo radiator at the bottom. It doesn't even look like my car anymore. But I figured, you know what, this would be a perfect time to go for a little test ride. When the car's in closed loop, I believe it should run a little rough, but it should be okay. So we're just gonna go here around the block and just see what happens. I mean, I'm not going anywhere far. I'm not going to be revving the car up high or anything crazy like that. We're just going to go for a ride and see if anything happens. All right, probably shouldn't be doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Cold outside. All right, and after that 30-second drive, we realized we still got some work to do with this car. Okay, so after that 30-second drive, the AFRs were kind of okay, not really. They were like in the 14s, 15s during light acceleration while it's in closed loop. So I guess it was trying to correct itself as best it could, but I didn't really want to push it too much, so I just came right back. The car is having some issues with the brakes. My brakes, I don't have any braking pressure actually. When I go to press the brake, it goes pretty much all the way to the floor, and that's a little bit concerning because I don't see any brake fluid anywhere on the floor. It's not leaking anywhere. I bled all the brakes except for the front driver's side because the bleeder screw is somehow stripped. So I'm not sure if that's the issue, if I'm supposed to bleed that one right now or whatever, for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason why, but I just don't know how to undo that screw without hitting with the torch. So I still got to figure out how I'm going to do that. Other than that, everything else is smooth. The engine, the cooling temperatures are good. The oil is good. It's not leaking anywhere. I was having a transmission leak earlier with one of my axles, but I just pushed it back into the transmission and it was fine. That's really all I can think of right now that's going wrong. So slowly but surely, we're getting this car back up to where it used to be. I'm not sure how much longer this car is going to be down. But we still are waiting on that sunroof plug that's supposed to be here in like a week or two. I have to go up to New Jersey in a few weeks, and I want to take this car because it's supposed to be dynoed there. So I'm supposed to have everything ready in about 3 weeks. So I really need to figure out what's going on. I really want to get this brake problem sorted because that's, I feel like, what's holding me back right now from doing the street tune. But once I do that, I mean, everything else will be golden, and everything else should just be easy peasy from there. So yeah, I mean, this isn't really too much of a video to talk about. The car is on the ground. I mean, it's rolling, it's driving and everything, but we're still having some issues. So yeah, we're gonna fix that. Also, some of you have been asking about some things that I have in my engine bay that I didn't really go over too much. So this is a velocity stack that I just basically pieced together off of eBay. So it's not like a name brand or anything. It's just eBay piping, eBay style velocity stack looking thing. I think altogether this was $50, but I mean, you got to find the right one, or else, you know, it might go this way and just look terrible and be close to the coolant hoses. Or, you know, if you get this one, you got to make sure you don't have ABS because it just won't fit. So you got to get the right one for your car. Also, I don't think I mentioned that I am using 310cc RC injectors. I'm pretty sure I said that in another video, but I had to get these clips off of eBay as well because, like I said, I didn't realize they weren't plug and play. This is the Toda style header off of eBay with just some DEI header wrap. And believe it or not, this header wrap you can actually touch and it won't burn your hand when the car is running, which is pretty cool. This is also the famous coil radiator that I have in my car with a SPA fan. I believe it's a 13-inch. I have a video on how I assembled all this in the car like months ago. I'll probably put a annotation clicker thing up here so you can go watch that and see exactly which one I have. And then I have Yanaka motor mounts all around. So that's really all I can think of right now for the car. Once I sort out that braking issue, I think we'll just go ahead and street tune from there, and then just head on up to New Jersey and get this thing dyno tuned. Okay, so I figured I'd keep filming because this needed to be fixed. I can't really wait. I got anxious and I felt like tackling this right now. So here's my driver's side caliper that I couldn't get, but as you can see, or well, you can't even see actually. Let me brighten this up a bit. As you can see, the bleeder screw now moves, and that's because I had to use a tactic that I found on the forums, and that is using a giant hammer, a 10mm, hammering it over, and then just turning it with the ratchet. So that worked pretty well. I'm not sure how I managed to strip it, but it was stripped pretty bad, as you can see. I don't want to take it out because I don't want brake fluid going all over the place. I'm not sure how much is in there. So I'm just going to wait until I can get another one of these. So I'm going to go check on AutoZone right now or have one ordered at my job. And we'll go from there. But after this is done, we can get the car street tuned and have some fun. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. Not too much to talk about. I just want to say that I got the car driving, and that was the most important part. So next video will probably be in about a couple days to a week, and that'll be about the sunroof over there. That's going to be a fun experience. So I'll see you guys in the next one.